Oh wait, I shouldn't. There you go. I don't regret anything more than making Johnny Johnny is crazy. That song's fire.
Alo? Salut! Sunt eu, un haiduc și te rog, iubirea mea, primește fericirea. Alo? Alo? Sunt eu, Picasso, ți-am dat bip și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei, mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Vrei să pleci, dar numai ei, numai ei, numai ei, chipul tău și dragostea din tei, mi-amintesc de ochii tăi, ei. Te sun să-ți spun ce simt acum. Alo? Iubirea mea, sunt eu, fericirea. Alo? Alo? Sunt iarăși eu, Picasso, ți-am dat bip și sunt voinic, dar să știi, nu-ți cer nimic. Vrei să pleci, dar numai nu.
Frankly, even without the hiddens, I feel like Nomad 1 would have been a pretty good pick for MREC here, all things considered. Surprised.
Alright, we gotta stop pausing. Okay, I'm warming up anyway, so it's fine if I pause.
He didn't go for that. He might go for it on a later set, I suppose.
Heat up.
We'll see what happens, though. MREC is capable of putting up a nasty score on this. It's just kind of scary once you're picking into something that both of the players in the match are pretty good at. Like DT1, it just ends up becoming who gets unlucky misses.
Yeah, feels like so much of this match could go either way. Like this one, both these players put up about 800k on, so it is incredibly contested. Of course, Malashevsky would love to get an advantage on MREC's pick of this set.
This is, as you said, Fungus Dance. Funny background. We don't talk about the background. This is a, I guess, semi-awkward aim alt pick. You can kind of just...
Okay. I don't play that anymore.
se pleš, dar noma noma jej, noma noma jej, noma 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 jej, ki podevši drago stadim tej, nami teskre oki taj jej. Ej se pleš, dar noma noma jej.
See it from the first few
I need to
seconds
move
of
the
map.
rope.
This is pretty much what you're going to be getting for the vast majority of the map. The ending does spike quite a bit in difficulty, which is where you're going to be seeing a lot of the misses, I imagine, come from. Most of the beginning, I don't think we've seen that many players have difficulties with. We've seen pretty high combos and accuracies throughout the beginning, at the very least, but once you hit that around, I think, 700 combo range, you're probably going to be seeing a lot more misses and a lot more accuracy drops, which is where things should get pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this map, for the most part, does just feel like a control consistency battle between these two. Just pray you keep solid accuracy getting into the later half of the map, pray that you keep the combo game going, and honestly, if you just hope your opponent misses early enough that you don't have to worry too much, but, I mean, getting towards the halfway point of the map, as to be somewhat expected with these two, they're both still holding onto those full combos, both still above 99% accuracy, just very, very comfortable, but it's when this map dials up, you really want to keep your eye open for any of those small slip-ups, any of those small mistakes either of them make, which is very plausible, but again, it is just waiting for those small slip-ups to hope for your opponent to make the mistake, but again, I don't think these two want to let that happen. 600 combo passed, the colors change as the map does dial a small bit up, but 20 seconds of the map remain.
It is dead even as we approach that 700 combo marker that Fiery mentioned earlier. Both players still holding on. This is such an incredible performance on both sides. Accuracy is pretty much dead even as well. 99.8 from Malashevsky actually is absurd. That is 30,000 point difference just off of the accuracy, and both players yet to miss 4 seconds left of the map. We're going to be seeing a double FC on Fungus Dance. Looks like it will be the case.
Wow.
What a performance. This is
Double FC on Fungus Dance.
this is the pinnacle of Osu. I mean,
Two 100s!
100 on
that's
Fungus
crazy.
Dance is just ridiculous. And, like,
That's short,
can you
isn't it?
vault the pick from MREC? Absolutely not. You put up an SC
PFC'd it.
and you're down by 45,000 points? What is that? And Malashevsky is in a very good spot now. 45,000 points is a
45,000 point lead off of both of you FCing is crazy.
Feeling everywhere and you see it growing. And there's a rise and the heat is growing. Shine in the
I just really like this song. Ow, my hands.
very solid buffer to work with, especially when you have your own pick. And I think if you're Malashevsky, it's probably the point where you don't seem like it feels
I'm gonna leave Alex still there on left one, as you said. So, sticking with the Hard Rock mod, as you said, not really a bad pick either. 900Ks consistently on. It does at the very, and I think that's what he's.
iteration. How bang has into Hard Rock 1 Human. Let's find out if Malashevsky can close out this set, and for the first time take a lead over MREC. Has about 45,000 points to work with.
It's going to be massive on a consistency-based map like this. It's if you're looking towards potential FCs on both of the players, which, I mean, if any players are going to be FCing it, it's these two, but consistency always, I think, favors a decent score margin. So if you have 45k, if you pick into a consistency map, you already have a pretty sizable advantage, as the score difference is going to be quite hard to really run away with, especially if the accuracy remains as contested as it is right now, both holding on to high 99s, as we kind of expect for a relatively generic map like this. And, well, relatively generic as terms of just aim and rhythms. There's not really anything crazy rhythm going on here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just testing that consistency, and it seems Malashevsky's actually going to be the first one to falter, dropping a small bit on the burst, if I'm not to be mistaken, which is going to be a pretty scary scenario to find yourself in, especially when, again, you're working with 45,000 buffer, but your opponent hasn't broken yet, and you're not even at the halfway point of the map. Still building up the combo, just about to get to 700 combo for MREC. Malashevsky
fuck?
Climbing back up to 200 combo, having to play the full recovery game. And it's gonna be a pretty difficult fight to get into. Again, with it being consistency map, you've just gotta have that consistency, have to build that combo, keep that accuracy, and Malashevsky can't afford another mistake for the rest of the map, and needs to pray that Emmerich finds that mistake at some point soon. This section, I wouldn't fully expect it to happen, but those misses can be found almost anywhere with just those small slip-ups, but he just seems so comfortable right now. 12 100s, and that is all he has in the classification of small mess-ups, but nothing too major, nothing too scary. And still, a halfway point of the map is crossed, but Emmerich is having a pretty sizable advantage at this point. But looking at the buffer, he's only about 7k.
Yeah, and that is what makes this map so dangerous. If you find one unlucky miss, the wrong point in the map, all of a sudden your opponent has a chance to run away with it, and that is exactly what Emmerich is looking to do right now. Is pushing the score lead, is now up by about 12,000 points. So this one is far from over. All it takes is one miss from Emmerich, and Malashevsky is right there, has the combo, has the accuracy to bring this one back. There's a very tricky one section into some tricky streams coming up, and if there was going to be a place for Emmerich to miss, that would be it. Let's see if both these players can hold on. As you mentioned, Torva, Malashevsky is going to have to FC the rest of this map to secure this one. Here we go, into the 1-2s, both players off to a good start, but can they survive the streams afterward? Looking good so far, and Emmerich hits it, unfortunately, for Malashevsky, and there is still time to come back, but things are looking dire.
This is such a disgusting score from Emmerich, holding on to the FC as long as he has right now. We were kind of expecting Malice to do that, and he's doing well outside of that unlucky miss that he found early on. He is right there with Emmerich, and just unfortunately, Emmerich is not finding a miss to offset what Malice did early on. Almost a 90k score lead. Emmerich is going to have to miss pretty much within the next couple of seconds here if Malice is to have really any chance of getting this set back, and it's just not going to be happening, unfortunately. And there goes Malice's final combo. Now it's just whether or not Emmerich will FC this map and put himself even further ahead with a 2-1 set lead. Double FC to secure himself his second set. Is this actually going to happen? My God.
I want to speak, but I know that if I speak, it falls apart, and that's what scares me. But like,
well, you're speaking right now, so I mean,
I know, but I'm trying to be around the subject rather than at the subject. But I mean, there's 5 seconds left of the map, and
he's got it.
the fact he's closed this out is unfathomable. As you mentioned, right? FC into another FC to get the set. Like,
damn, bro. Damn. Bro gets a buff specifically against like Malashevsky or something. It's actual insanity.
Malashevsky only really made one, maybe two major mistakes. The one miss at the start, and
I really need to begin. Okay, relatively standard slider tech map, but
I for you.
It's genuinely absurd. Granted, Emrek can combo this, and I think combo is going to play a pretty big factor in this, especially if Malice finds an unfortunate miss. I don't imagine he will, unless it's on one of the flow aim sections, but there is a potential there, and with how Emrek has been playing, at least recently, he has been kind of just popping off, so we'll see what happens. But for right now, this is what you're going to be getting throughout most of the map. A couple flow aim sections here and there with a few gimmicky sliders, and both these players, at least out of the gate, seem to be holding up just fine. There goes Emrek on a combo, actually, so early advantage for Malashevsky, as I think we were kind of expecting going into this pick.
I was going to ask, is it possible for him to go for the 3-peat, but, you know, that break is a tad bit unfortunate, ending that chance, but, I mean, Malashevsky opening up with this map into this set is such a solid pick. As you mentioned, one of, if not the greatest tech player of our time, and he is just showing that in spades, the comfort there, and I mean, the last time I saw Malice play this, he already put out a disgustingly incredible score. And, I mean, with 40 seconds left of the map, he seems to be replicating it again. Ooh. Only one small mistake just there, but still no accuracy drops other than that miss. But with Emrek having combo, he is going to start to, you know, bring that buffer closer and closer. But can he close it quick enough in 20 seconds? With those misses coming in from Malashevsky, it could happen. It's just hoping Emrek doesn't continue to hold that combo, but it does go over to his side. Malashevsky now on the defense, having to try and push that score back as much as possible. But, I mean, with the score that Emrek is putting out, one mistake at the very beginning, but just to get himself locked in towards the next half of the map, it just seems, you know, unfortunate for Malashevsky. Those small mistakes in one area versus one break.
Damn.
This is a map.
Put up 1,000. Between these two spikes, one map away from being the victor of the Lazer Grand Arena, I believe for the second year in a row.
But, you know, if the diff spike hits and it hits just perfectly for Malashevsky and not for Emrek, then that hope can open. But to Malashevsky, the score difference of only 4,000 between them as the map slowly gets itself into high gear, as it starts to truly kick off one of the hardest sections of the map, the most awkward aim possible, with a lot of the ult needing to be focused entirely. And both of them have been so comfortable on this so many times in the past, but with nerves at an all-time high, how comfortable can they really be on this? Both of them hitting this excellently, both of them still on insane accuracies, both of them shining on this diff spike, but no mistakes to be found on either side past the halfway point of the map. But it's just that 4 100s difference between them, only barely in Malashevsky's favor.
Yeah, Emrek does drop a couple more 100s on that section. It's not quite the miss that Malashevsky needs, but every bit will help. If that miss does come in, this guy so tricky. The next big difficulty spike is coming up in just a moment. There's the miss from Emrek. Malashevsky has an angle back into this match. That score lead immediately jumps to 56k, and Malashevsky is in the driver's seat. Can bring us to a tiebreaker set. Just needs to hold on through the ending. Has nailed the hardest pattern of the map, but can he survive this more linear ending? Up by 87,000 points, now has a 30,000 point buffer to work with. Fiery, can Malashevsky hold on here? It's looking like it might be the case.
I'm kind of curious as to what happened with Emrek there. He might have had like a lag spike or something. Very uncharacteristic miss from him. Malashevsky, looking to close out an FC on this, has got the set in the bag at this point. 150k lead is more than enough to secure it. It's just whether or not he can close out this FC. 3 100s, and if he closes this out, this will be a pretty big morale boost. Okay, well, unfortunate. Not gonna matter at the end, though. It's still a set for him. And finally, for the first time in week 2 and week 2.5, we actually get to see the original played.
Man, what an incredible set. It was looking rough for Malashevsky there, but finds the 1 million point score that he needed on that hidden 2. Emrek does find the miss, and we are going to the tiebreaker set. So, how does the tiebreaker set work? Well, at first, it's the same as every other set. Emrek gets the first pick, Malashevsky is going to get the second pick, but then we are going to get a third map played, our Osu original Obedience, And I am so glad we got to see this played naturally. We did see it showcased in the Malashevsky Enry match yesterday, but getting it played when the stakes are the highest is going to be so much fun. And Emrek,
They need a bracket reset for Malashevsky, right? So Emmerich has to win this by like video length. Like, consistent ladders beyond. Beyond 180 BPM, I just can't do. It's all. My eyes get too confused.
now going to be picking this No Mod 1. And Fire and Torva, would you guys be surprised to hear that Emrek has played this map once and has just FC'd it? Because of course he has.
I'm not too surprised, but replicating it is...
Freaked up.
On FCs again. just needs to keep this score difference within reach for both the Hidden 3 and the Osu original coming up. Here we go into Balsniege.
You practice pronouncing that, huh?
Not once. You can, clearly.
No one really having any issues, and I think most of the misses you're going to be finding come on the courses on this map. It is somewhat consistently difficult, so you might find an unlucky miss here and there on some of these weirder aim patterns throughout the entire map, but I feel like with the skill level of these players, we're going to be mostly just seeing the misses come during the 1-2 sections of the choruses.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you'd expect most misses to come in from, and I mean, for both these players, they're just hoping to play their absolute best. Both of them hoping to bring out a score better than the other. Both of them honestly hoping to bring in that full combo. It is going to be an accuracy advantage for Malashevsky as they are both still on those full combos. 2,000 score advantage on that right side. It is just 2 100s difference between them as the 1-2s gain intensity, but neither of them find the major mistake. Another bit of an act drop coming from Emrek, 2 100s extra, but I mean, with another 2 minutes 50 of the map remaining, both of them are still in pretty comfortable positions, but again, that one major mistake from either side will cause it all to crumble.
And that is what is so scary about this map. You know, the pressure is so high for both of these players because if you find a single miss, especially in the middle of the map, that could very well be the end of your tournament right there, the end of this set. But both players still holding strong. And we do have another PI coming up, but they've got a little bit of time to work with before getting to the next really tough section. Second PI here, both players still on FCs. Malashevsky still holding ever so slight of an accuracy advantage, but very likely there's a fix for Malashevsky, and that is right in the middle of the map as well. And if Emrek FCs this is going to be a massive score advantage going into the next two maps. That is disastrous for Malashevsky, and Emrek has a big opportunity here.
Over-aiming the 3/4 slider, that's such a tragic miss, especially he's going to be seeing it right at the break, too. That is so unfortunate, and there's a bit of a slow section after it, which is just going to be adding
difference between them. It's already getting a bit sketchy for that right side, but if anything major happens, there could be a chance to bring it a bit closer after the map. No problems to be found on the aim, both of them having to play so competitively. Even though 120k, sorry, can he close out? That is the question I think I have to ask.
Yeah, Emrek gonna be after map 1. That is gonna be 170,000 points, very likely.
Fucking Emrek, bro. Dude just FCs it. Picks the map, FCs the map. Who would have thought? Australia placed third, didn't they? They lost to the United States.
I'm a walking disaster. Not half cat like Lester. This is stop like a faster. Talking fire, I'm after broken gang. I'm too cool, I'm a misfit. I'm too cool, no list check. I wanna blow up, isn't it? And we're gonna ride on the Don't look at me like I'm drunk in a sweat. Nothing fair, I don't care. And this night. And this night. Didn't get the memo yet. And this night. It's not a single cloud.
Okay, bro, this chart. Okay, I'm just so tired. That's not working. Let's play the harder stuff.
Dear God, I completed my sins. Let your blood wash me clean, for I'm a mountain girl. I swear I never sin again. Conversations
Jeez.
That is going to be Ender. Show your support for these players.
Running.
As I believe Flame mentioned, you don't really want to be in a situation where we're closing 170k on the very, very final map, so this is his best chance for damage control, but I mean, even with the complexity and the rhythm and the tapping in this map, Emmerich just doesn't seem to be finding any slip-ups, dropping 5 100s total so far as we're getting near to the halfway point of the map, but it is still waiting on that break, and for Malashevsky, now would be the best time for Emmerich to find that miss, but it is, you know, hopes and prayers more rather than a guarantee in this case.
Yeah, it's not a long map either, so Malashevsky needs that miss to come soon. There's only a minute left in the map. We do have a build up here. There is another very tricky section coming up, so on that section, if Emrek finds a miss at the start of the section, Malashevsky could be right back in this one, but Malashevsky needs to be flawless for pretty much the entire rest of the match at this point. Does have incredibly good accuracy, drops another 100 there. Emrek does find the miss, but how far can Malashevsky go is the question. Does drop a 50, but holds on to the combo, is bringing this one back. Another 30 seconds to hold on. This one up to 60,000 points, and if Malashevsky FCs, could absolutely make up most of this score difference, all the way up to 90,000 now. Malashevsky's on fire, does find the miss. That is a heartbreaker, but has certainly brought this one closer and has going to cut this score lead nearly in half, probably going into the original. That is pretty huge for Malashevsky.
And it's not GG yet. There is one more map after this, and that's the original, which I honestly think favors Malice on paper, so cutting into this score lead at all, I think is a win for him. And he's going to be, at the very least, cutting it down from 100k. 94k, way more doable. And you have that last map to otherwise, Emrek will be crowned Laser Grand Arena. K is roughly
See.
one Ica Grand Final C. Like, literally at the very beginning of the map, and unless Emrek FCs, that's really not going to matter, honestly.
That's the thing. An 80k deficit into a TV is like way too much. On a tiebreaker that hard, yeah. I lost a lot of that. kind of want to up my scroll speed, but...
瞳の赤永遠のリフレ焼ける胸に重ねた日暮れ燃える空はダイヤのリズム感情にただ身を任せのリズム風の中で精霊のリフレ聞こえた声教えてよ My way 岩をうかつ雫のように心の牙研ぎ澄ましてるの君を深淵のリゾナンス繰り返した過ちの数戻れないと分かってるから行かなければならないこの道君がこの命ひとときの今なる舞い上がれ大空へ歓喜の中夢にまで見た景色を言うて恐れさえ手なずけたのならあの場所はもう目の前だろう舞い踊れ高ぶれよ踊れプレイダンサー舞い踊れ高ぶれよプレイダンサー乱れ合え荒ぶれよプレイダンサー乱れ合え荒ぶれよプレイダンサー踊り出せ高ぶれよプレイダンサー踊り出せ高ぶれよプレイダンサー乱れ合え荒ぶれよプレイダンサー乱れ合え荒ぶれよプレイダンサー
So, that speed up. It's literally within my play range too. It only speeds up to 170 and I just suck. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, just gotta hope, you know, Emrak does.
Further, this match slips out of Malashevsky's grasp, but
Just with that alone, it might just be over. He's not they're both FCing this. What is happening right now, man? What are you meant to do against this performance from both of these players? FCs essentially from both of them on the original FCs, and it just doesn't matter.
I like how you mentioned about it. This is one of those matches you're looking at and you go, yeah, I don't imagine any of them to find FCs. If we ignore the very, very first slide of the match for Malashevsky, they both full combo. How?
can Malashevsky bring this one?
Damn. That's crazy. I mean, that's actually like kind of insane. Are you doing that shit live? Swag Kage.
I already see somebody saying Whole Cake Island #1 in Shonen. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't want anybody to be disappointed. So, how have you guys been?
Trevor fucking me.
Been 2 weeks.
Bruh. Dispayable.
My arcs. I had these.
Okay, I don't know what I'm reading. I hate when my eyes just don't work.
Took over Orochimaru's internal universe or something. Very silly stuff. But okay. Land of Waves, starting out. This is going to be A tier. Everybody likes Land of Waves. It's probably the best first arc on this list by like a lot. Especially because, I mean, this has to include the Bell Test. This has to include Chapter 1, which means it includes the whole Naruto and Iruka versus Mizuki situation. Means it includes the Bell Test, like I said. And those on their own are already, I think, stronger introductions than anything in Bleach or One Piece, right? You know, I think the stuff with Romance Dawn and Shanks is pretty effective. So is
Okay. I'm just fucking mashing.
We need a beat.
I can't read.
anchors itself into the story here. Like, Jiraiya being introduced in the Chunin exams, that's something that I didn't go over. It's obviously very important. But, like, this is the arc that shows the audience how serious that relationship is. Another £5 donation. What do you think of a Naruto Nightmare matchup video? Two fighters in a similar tier, but one stomps due to stylistic advantage. So you're saying, like, because of matchup, like somebody like destroys somebody else, even though they're both in like the same tier. So like, I'm trying to think of an example of this, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, I could do that, or like a stream of something like that. This is the arc where Naruto and Jiraiya's relationship, I feel like, like I said, it becomes like really key to the plot. And you kind of get an idea of, like, even though Naruto's on Kakashi's team, Jiraiya is really going to be teaching him everything that becomes like that kind of defines who he is, the type of ninja he is, etc. I think that's all really important. The Rasengan training is amazing. It's probably my favorite training arc in the Big Three. The three-way deadlock's great. Sasuke's reunion with Itachi is great. I feel like I'm being really, really, really stingy. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because I don't think the gap in quality between Sasuke Retrieval and Search for Tsunade is, like, huge or anything. And this is going to be my first top 5. This is probably the best one on here, I think. Wait, people are saying Guy is stronger than Hashirama. How does 8-Gate Guy perform against Hashirama Minato? Is that worth its own video? Guy is way stronger and faster than them. I think you can make a lot of arguments for Minato, though, because he was able to do stuff, like, in between 8-Gate Guy and Madara's movements. You know, he's able to reactively teleport even when people are moving that fast. So he might just be able to burn out the 8th gate, but Hashirama just gets cooked. Thank you guys for the donations, by the way. I appreciate it. I think that even though the fight roster here isn't all... Like, say, if you look at just how good all of the fights are, Konoha Crush has, like, 2 fights that were both, I think, in the top 30 or 40. Whereas this one, I don't think there's a single one in it that I didn't put in the top 100.
Okay. better if possible. I hit like none of the one part. That's crazy. I got one more try. Yeah, I butchered the. I just butchered that completely. That's kind of the issue. The play was just way better, but I just straight up messed up the one part. Yeah. Yucky. Ugh.
Let go.
There's got to be a better way for me to have my keyboard. I just don't know.
Itachi and Pain basically serve the exact same narrative purpose. You know, Itachi is Sasuke's Act 2 final boss, and Pain is Naruto's Act 2 final boss. Both of these characters are compared endlessly. Nobody knows which one of them is stronger than the other. Nobody can agree. So I've always looked at this as like one arc. Now I can see splitting it up into like two, but 4 of them? That's a little bit crazy. But again, I said this at the start of the stream. I'll play by the rules of the list until I just can't do it anymore. I can get down with this. Something like the 5 Arrancar arcs. I don't know about that. Somebody donated $2 to ask Pain versus Doflamingo. I think Pain would beat Doflamingo up, like, big time. Now, Itachi Pursuit is, I think, really good, but it's way slower than these 3, and not, or these 4, I should say. I don't want to spoil, but this is a crazy run right through here. Because, like, you get some showstopper stuff, like Sasuke versus Deidara here. You get the introduction of Taka as well, which I think is good, but not, like, excellent. And that's generally how I feel about Itachi Pursuit. I would probably put it, like, around Tenchi Bridge Recon. It's, like... Because it doesn't have any of the highs of like the really good Naruto arcs, but I think that's because it's obviously building towards something. It has some pacing issues, you know, like even though I don't think it's down here because it's like bad or like necessarily like I don't think it's a situation where Kishimoto writing Itachi Pursuit is doing a worse job generally anyway than writing any of these other arcs. It's just that like
Okay. Like if I lean over here and then do this, this is better. Okay, I can't like that. That's crazy. Hey, I hit the thing.
My friend Zach donated to ask which fight meant more, Two Brothers or Naruto versus Pain. So I did put Naruto versus Pain over Sasuke versus Itachi, even though Sasuke versus Itachi has a bigger build-up. Just because it feels more important for the main character. But, I mean, like, obviously, like, Sasuke's fight with Itachi is more important for him than Naruto's fight with Pain. But, you know, Naruto's the main character, right? The Hidden Leaf Village is the home of our main character. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll keep answering your questions, Zach, after I read this $20 super chat. Nah, bro, the One Piece and Bleach jackoffs need to calm down. Naruto has some of the best arcs in all of anime. I'd honestly probably have all top 5 be Naruto low-key. No hate to One Piece or Bleach, but Naruto is just too good. If somebody told me that all 5 of their top 5 big 3 arcs were Naruto arcs, like, I would be like, maybe it's pushing it a little bit, but I get it. I mean, Naruto's highs are, like, really high. Especially if you count these as separate arcs. But, like, Bleach and One Piece get really good. Like, when Oda and Kubo are in their bag, they know what they're doing, man. I don't want to count them out. Appreciate the 20, by the way. To finish answering the question about which fight is more important, the other thing you have to consider about
this
Pain's
man
Assault
needs to-
is Pain's Assault is not just Naruto.
I would used to just send this man his old PC back and let him finish the Yu-Gi-Oh video. What the fuck happened? Why are my keys not keying? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm so confused. The faceless, like, mysterious VTMC. Oh shit. Arc is crazy. Yeah, Dennis don't know what happened in the midsection.
Yo, YouTube chat, do you know what 727 is? Let me introduce you to Osu lore.
Bruh. Not knowing 727, that's crazy. When do I stop playing?
With me. の光眩しくて Wake up 音もなくてただ波の音聞いてた記憶の意味で召されているみたいに闇の中でも思い出す前に進むよみたいで Sweet we will regret you ねそんな風にも考えてたの憧れ熱病嫌い絶望その静かにいくつもの悲しみと目をたとえ世界の全てが右の見つけてもきっとあなたの声がする大丈夫かよってでも世界が全て反転しているのならそれでもあなたとまっすぐに前を見てて今願い込めたりして果てた She's the one that she brought it all in the past. She never gave up, even till the end, only person knows. だから振りつぶされても忘れないこぎあけるよって So foolish, don't repeat the tragedy. そんな言葉にすがりはしないきらめき青空希望愛く港こんな風にいくつもの涙の海を通るたとえ私の全てが過去に消えてもずっときっと共にあるっていつなんか変われるってでも昔が全て幻だとしたそうそれでもあなたと奇跡のどこかに今祈り込めたりして響け 大丈夫かよってでも大丈夫変われるって今進むのよやれるってまだ戦後でこれで終わり今私の全てが緑に溶けても深みへ落ちてゆくそして記憶の全てが緑になって光に消えてゆくたとえ世界の全てが緑に溶けてもきっとあなたの声がする大丈夫かよってでも不切なあなたが生まれてくるからそう私は歩き出せる最後にでこの願い今乗り越えみたい Wake up 今私の全てが緑に溶けても深みへ落ちてゆくそして記憶の全てが緑になって光に消えてゆくたとえ世界の全てが緑に溶けてもきっとあなたの声がする大丈夫かよってでも諦め
I need to play this chart more. Good for my ladders. Yeah, I don't know.
今度のゲーム
Char is so overstarred. It's crazy.
全部うまくいってたの。
I'll give this like one try. Okay. OD9 is fucking me.
It's been more than 11 years since Oz Laser was first announced, and ever since then, it has been known in the Oz world as the version that's always been there, but nobody really wants to switch them. Over the years, hundreds of videos have been made asking the exact same question: should you play Oz Laser? Well, first of all, what is Oz Laser? Okay, I'm just gonna call it OC. Oz Laser is simply OC, used under another name. In fact, the official OC wiki explicitly states that the laser is the code name for the next major update to OC. So yes, it's technically the same game, but rebuilt through years and years of development, redesigns, experimentation, and community feedback. Now, here in 2026, after everything added by Pepe, his incredible team of developers, and the community itself, the game honestly looks more promising than ever before. So, why did people never want to play it? Well, the answer is both simple and complicated at the same time, so I decided to test it myself. what I discovered was new features, a feeling much closer to stable, an extremely smooth experience, a completely redesigned interface, and most importantly, the implementation of ranked mode. Everything points towards this finally being the moment.
Okay. That's like I've been playing laser since for like 4 years now. I've been playing like exclusively laser. I have not switched back to stable. Ever since SV2 was for ranked. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, my reading went to hell. The fact that I lived that long was kind of shocking. I'll give this one try. Alright, so that's the thing. There's gonna be a lag spike somewhere. I don't know if I can just sit here and like wait it out. Or... This is such weird power scaling stuff right here, because like Chung, okay, Chung at least is L-Sword. Probably Liberator, Rose 100%. That variant of Seal, that variant of... All of those are fodder. Like, actually just like completely gapped. Specifically because it's Rune-Master. Like, Mad Paradox just like one-shots all of them. Furious Blade and 5... Oh, bro, that's like a intelligence check. That's like a knowledge check. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I just missed 3 notes in a row because I had to hit the pause button. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna let that sit there just because I don't want to lose the score, preferably. Preferably. Sit here for a minute. Let the like if I'm gonna lose frames, I want it to be in the slow section. Nice. I could have like subtracted like 4 misses from that pausing. This chart is so far. If you're like even somewhat decent at ladders, this chart is just farm. This looks like farm. If Kablaze is playing it, it's probably farm. This is the lesson I've learned at this time. I don't want to play this. It depends on where the difficulty comes from, and this seems to be from like easy pattern. Yeah, very convenient charting. I think I'm good. It's like ask yourself, are you good at this style of map? If so, play it. If not, you know what? I think. Oh, let me see what this element is. This is the goal. Being able to clear this chart with at least an 88. I'll take that. That's where the grind's gonna go. I just don't know what I'm looking at. Alright. That's enough. That's enough key clicking. I'm tired. You know, I'll play the daily. Switch my keyboard settings. Do that. BPM is this with the? Maybe like 210-ish. 227. Okay, I can't read it. Enough! I'm tired.